These will need to be split in order to be sent forward to the other part. Yeah. So half of these will go forward to the green circuit area. Which will be here. And the other half will be sent beyond that. There. And then now we have all these three components we need. And plastic is actually the cables are the component we need the most that I can see. And so we can combine these two into a compound stream, and these can be doubled like this. And these two can be sent towards the final area, which will be along here. Yeah, should be good enough. Gonna need more long arms. May require a module just for these eventually. Three of these should be, I mean 4, should be enough for right now. They should actually be sent back. This is not enough room for the machines for the actual science packs. And this is only what's required for one of the 3 components we need. Although this is probably the most complicated of the components. Now, that slow crafting rate is indicative of us needing more of these machines, actually. So I'm going to double the number, reaching all the way up to almost where the science is. I would like to move these somewhere else, actually. There'd be plenty of room up around here if these deposits weren't in the way. And finally, put arms there so that I can get to them more quickly and easily. Now I have double production of these. And now that should be all for right now. Now look at this. This can be sent directly to wherever we need them to go. Probably much further down here. Now, about these engines and also sulfur. Sulfur can be done right here, or actually over here on the other side of the tracks. Yes, and probably not that many. And I'm going to need at least one of these. A pump for the water, which strangely doesn't even need electricity in order to function. Must be solar powered. And so now, we're going to want to space these by at least one each. There. And this is going to have the same setup as so many other liquid facilities. There, that's the water we need. Now we just need the petroleum. Or wait, yes, petroleum. Which is actually over here. How convenient. Simple solution. Yes. There. Now these should function if I give them power. That looks fast enough. And so now these can be output to here. Simple. And of course doubling this. For no particular reason, since we won't be seeing that much throughput anyway. I'm almost out of belts now. In fact, I'm almost out of a lot of things. So now we have 2 of the 3 components we need, and the final one is engines, which we already know how to make pretty easily. Actually, we don't need any more of these right now. Here's the maximum stack of them is 10, strangely. Yeah, that's uncommon. What else? Oh yes, the machines. Here. Now, the engines can take place just below the red circuit facility. Or perhaps this is where the science pack assembly should go, and so just below those is where the engines should go. And since it only requires these 2, those are the only 2 we need to extend. Now, this is going to require 2 things from iron and just raw steel after that. So first we can take forward the iron. And from that, I think 3 is all we need. The ratio of pipe to gear is 2:1, and so this should be the correct ratio. There. Now, with this and this, we will have all that we need. And they're right next to each other, which makes it even easier still. I don't like the reliance on these long inserters, since they're so much slower than the fast inserters. And also because it's just another recipe for crafting, which would require a whole new module all by itself. I should probably actually have this run this way. Leave room for the kit facility here. And having many of these, since engines craft slowly. Since gears and pipes craft relatively quickly by comparison, there should be a large ratio of these to these. In fact, we can probably make this double-sided if I wanted to. And these three will need to converge in the kit crafting area, or assembly area, to use correct terminology. Yes, and that should be here. We can combine these and these together on one belt and then have these be separate. This can go down to the beginning. Or wait, up here can be the beginning instead. Like this. And this side can be the engines. And that can run this way. So now if we wanted to extend this downwards, we wouldn't need to change the starting point anymore, thankfully. And the other side here for the sulfur, which can be brought in from here. No, this is horrible. And finally here. There. Now I just need to outfit all of these with the power routing arms and belts. Oh. Fortunately, these are just right here. I can take those immediately. Yes, and there. Now we just need 10 of these long inserters, which are going to take some time to craft. Oh, we're actually running out of regular arms. I can fix that by quickly going to where they're made, which is over here. Just 2 stacks this time. Well, technically 2.5 to make these 3, which is the preferred amount to carry at a time. We need to get rid of the sulfur. We have no personal use for it. Oh, look at how fast this eats iron.